MaJaMa. MaJaMa. MaJaMa.
Welcome back, everyone, to MaJaMa Jams, a show where we discuss other people's work to avoid doing our own. And we are trashing trailers once again. Today is Bambi, Blood and Milk and Honey, The Reckoning, right? This is in the Poohniverse, which is an odd story of the past couple years. The rights to Winnie the Pooh went up, and they have made 2 Winnie the Pooh slashers with a guy in a rubber mask, with Bambi coming out, with, I think, Peter Pan and Pinocchio coming out, leading up to their own version of the Avengers, which you certainly can't blame them for trying, and I think they're doing pretty good financially because they're low. This is kind of a weird spot. Low budget. This is kind of a weird spot for us. We find ourselves in this world unavoidably post-releasing bad CGI sharks, and also post-releasing bad CGI sharks. I find myself with a soft spot to want to give people a chance because I understand what it's like to put out something that could look like crap, but it's like, hey, could you guys give us a chance before you judge it? So that makes me not want to say it. But I've always been a little cynical about this entire fairy tale dark universe. I do know that the first Pooh was kind of universally trashed, and the second one seems to have gotten a little better reviews, stepped it up with a little more
No,
gloss.
I thought the first one got a pretty decent review too.
No, I think the first one had its fans. But I think the second one, if it got a little bit better reviews,
they really found their stride.
A little slicker. But Winnie the Pooh series doesn't hit its stride till the second one. We also have the Steamboat Willie. It's not the same Poohniverse, but similar concept. Steamboat Willie copyright went up, and there's 2.
Yeah.
Mousetrap and Screamboat.
Screamboat, yes.
It is a small world after all.
And again, both of which I feel like the world of people we find this in would be like, no, we like this, but it's kind of like F off. I don't know. Just how do you guys feel about this whole trend of?
It's got a look to it, and the design of Bambi is kind of cool, but I think that just the
But they
name
rated
that
antlers. Why is it
Oh,
Bambi?
yeah.
Why is it Bambi?
But the fact that
It's
you're
just a killer
slapping
deer.
Bambi's name on it, and like you're doing such a straightforward horror thriller trailer, like, I mean, I guess that's what they're going for. Even with Pooh, Blood and Honey, it doesn't seem to be tongue in cheek. It's kind of just like,
No,
oh,
yeah, it seems to be a straight.
like, oh, it's just
Yeah.
funny because what it is, but it's not literally funny or meant to
No,
be
because
intentionally.
and that's I find it a very strange choice because of course, kids will never see it. It's not.
Well,
now,
they're gunning for the Terrifier audience, though.
Yes, but at the same time, much so, then why bother? I mean, you do Bambi
yes,
because
I mean,
you
yes,
can.
that's the
It's just like because I mean I can tell you, if you watch a Razorback, it has the same vibe of Bambi.
Well, I mean, let's be realist. That is why we're discussing it because of that.
Yes, but
I agree that it's not the greatest hook because you simply just end up with a killer deer as opposed to like a. You know what you should do if you really want to lean to it. What I would do is make the doe-eyed classic Disney cartoon murdering people.
make it or
Yes.
like they were what was it? Mom and Dad Save the World. Granted, it's a comedy, fine, but at a certain point I think there are tiny little mushrooms, which look great.
You're a cute little fella.
So it becomes aggressive. So that would be at least something more jarring, if you will. That's like seeing something.
There's no real identity here. It's just a killer
No,
deer.
it's just like, yeah, exactly. And so say, all right.
The logo and coming soon, the font choice and style looks like Blair Witch 2, Duke
It's a little
Nukem,
cheap looking.
early
too.
2000s.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like,
But
what are you doing? Like you have a decently cinematic trailer that doesn't look terrible, but you just kind of ruin at the end by slapping that.
Dude, no one understands. Well, not no one, but I feel like a lot of people don't grasp fonts are so massively important.
Yes.
They're so massively important. They say so much about your vibe. I don't know. This whole world, like I said, I feel a little cynical about, and it's funny sometimes. I feel like we land ourselves in this world by being. I feel like I know so many people who are going to go to watch this because we put out bad CGI sharks and got into that world. And I spent a lot of time thinking that those type of people will be like, well, you know what, Jason's actually a pretentious douche and has his head up his ass and is probably an A24 kid. And
Well, in their
why
defense,
wouldn't
we
you-
say that too.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not saying it's wrong. But I just feel like the world that we're into is actually going to happily go to this and be like, it's awesome. Stop being a dickwad and thinking that you want to, you know.
It's kind of your comments about a lot of things where you're just like, okay, go switch your brain off and go have fun. Like I think a lot of people have forgotten how to have fun
Yes.
at the movies.
Yes, that is also true.
Yeah.
That's why I love Mom's completely pure reaction. Like, you have the most cliche thing ever. She's like, oh my God, is he going to survive? Oh my God, oh my God. Jealous.
But it's also that there are no longer comedies at the movies. I mean, yes, there's gonna be Naked Gun, but the actual let's go see a comedy, it's gone as a concept. I don't remember when was probably the last time that we went to see a comedy per se was the one with Jennifer Lawrence.
No hard feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Which, funnily enough, was both solid and forgettable.
Yes.
Like, I remember
Yes.
watching and I was like, this is actually a very solid character-based movie, kind of like an old school 80s. And yet we left and I was like, okay.
Yeah. So this one, I'm just like questioning the fact that, yes, I mean, you do Bambi because you can, but it doesn't seem that they are doing anything with it, except for that they are
You
doing.
didn't stop to ask if you should.
Yes.
I have to say, I am very genuinely curious of how they're going to pull off their build-up of their Avengers with this. Because, again, I think Winnie the Pooh 2 did earn some good reviews of, like, you stepped up your
Wait,
budget, you stepped
do
up
you
your...
guys know if it's a mask or if it's a creature in Winnie the Pooh?
In the world of the movie, you mean?
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to actually be Winnie. I think. I don't know. I can't confirm.
The first.
Put it in the comments if
Alright.
you know.
The first trailer for Blood and Honey looked just god awful generic.
We used to be friends. Why are you doing this, please? I would have never left, I swear. I swear.
Well, do you
And it
remember
looked like a-
for 5 seconds there was a guy from Britain that I hit up because a shark movie on his channel actually had 1 million views. And so for 5 seconds we were talking to him about doing a movie for him. And he was actually telling us, because I think he was in Britain, the guy who did this was cleaning up financially because it was such a low budget and then
No,
it
I'm
actually
sure.
got
Yeah,
charged.
And Bambi is
So-
British.
Again, I have to applaud the chutzpah of doing this and actually making some money and building up to an Avengers. I'm very curious how they do that, and yet I remain kind of like I feel about asylum movies. I haven't seen these, so I do not want to judge, because I do want to give people the benefit of the doubt. Once you put a goofy movie out, you want that, like, give me a chance and then talk shit.
Goofy movie's great. It's a classic.
A goofy movie is a plus.
Max, look. It's the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
But, so I don't want to judge too harsh, but I don't know. I've always had a little bit of the stink of cynicism with this venture.
And also, I personally, if I go the length of using an established property or established character, I try to do something with it more than just the basic, oh, is a deer. That's it.
That's the main thing with this, is that I know, yes, realistically, you were doing this to use the name to get people to have buzz and make this video and comment on it. I get that.
Grandma? Grandma?
But without making it cute, it simply just becomes a killer deer movie.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Plus, you think you'd give more emphasis on, like, you in the trailer, you would show Bambi's mom getting shot,
Right.
him accidentally falling into a radioactive waste plant, and then coming out.
Yeah, lean
mutated.
in. Have it be like a gangster
maybe
comes up to
that's-
an anthropomorphic deer and like blows the mom's brain
Yeah.
out, and then it's like he wanted revenge.
Maybe that's in the movie, but in the trailer, you think you would add that. But then again, maybe they're obviously going for a straightforward, dark, realistic, gritty tone.
Yeah.
All my time studying film, I cannot discover anything that is more fascinating than the discussion of tone. It's part of this movie is why, because if you get the tone right, maybe it'll actually be fun. So, do you guys think you'd be down to see this? Wait, is this theatrical? Because I think these have been getting a limited theatrical release.
Probably yes.
Probably like a couple weeks, like those Clown in the
like
Cornfield
like
had like a 2-week window, I think, before streaming. And it's supposed to be actually decent from what I hear.
I would say a thumbs up to the entire universe. I would be willing to check out.
Okay,
Yes.
when you put it that way,
What
yes.
they've
I'm
done so
curious
far,
about the
like
entire,
that,
maybe
yes.
not individual entries,
And
but
I think by the time I don't know what they're calling themselves.
Dark Fairy Tales, something like that.
Or the Avengers team, they're going
Right.
to call themselves.
I
Whatever.
think the universe is, yeah, they say Pooniverse, but I think the whole thing is like Dark Fairy Tale, kind of something.
Yeah, okay. I'd be interested to see what they would do assembling that team, and if they are going to make them an actual team.
Again,
or if it's
that
just
has with the right
Freddy
trauma-esque tone, that could be a blast.
Because you're thinking like a Freddy versus Jason.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'll say my one. This is my Pat thing. Freddy takes a licking, but he keeps on clicking. All right.
He holds up. Let me tell you, he takes a good beating. But so does Jason. So
But I would love to see a little more irony.
Yeah.
That
Completely
at
agree.
least from the trailer
I completely
doesn't
agree.
seep through.
No,
Maybe,
yeah,
maybe
not
there
at all.
are.
Not at all.
I don't know.
So,
But
if you guys have seen the Poos or anything in the Pooniverse, drop a comment if you liked it or not. Are you going to see this? I don't know if we will, but this actually may be a good one to do a jams on eventually. We'll see.
Yeah.
But come back, because we will be trashing more trailers, and let us know if you're going to see Bambi in the comments.
Yes.
MaJaMa.